So I'm starting off with a primer, and this is just going to smooth out our skin because dolls obviously have perfect skin. I'm just going to be applying this all over my face, and then we're going to move on to foundation. I'm using this CoverGirl foundation, the Ready Set Gorgeous one, and I really like it. I'm applying it with a damp Real Techniques beauty sponge, and also all the products will be listed in the description box if you didn't catch them in the video. But yeah, I'm just blending to my face to get a perfect even base, and then I'm going to be concealing my under eyes and the highlighted areas of my face with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to be blending it out with the same Real Techniques beauty sponge. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun, and I'm just dipping my beauty blender in that and smoothing out my under eyes first so there's no creases, and then setting it. I'm basically setting my whole face, but really focusing on my under eyes and around my nose because dolls have very matte porcelain skin, so we aren't going to be having any shimmer. Sadly, no highlighter today, but I mean, you obviously can if you want to, but I'm trying to get that really classic doll look. Once I've done that, I'm just going to dust it off with a big powder brush, and we can move on to bronzer. I'm not really going to bronze actually, I'm just going to kind of contour. So I'm using this e.l.f. contour brush. I really like it just to define the cheeks because, again, they don't really have like a whole bronzing to them. It's just kind of like a structured face. I already did my eyebrows off camera, but I got some powder in them, so I'm just brushing them through. But again, products will be listed below. I'm going to be using this blush, and it's super pretty, and it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's not like shimmery, but it's like kind of glowy, but that's all I'll be using for glow on my face. And I'm just packing this on with a Morphe blush brush, and we'll move on to the eyes. I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, and this is going on like the middle part of my lid on both of my eyes. I kind of just made like a triangle shape, and I'm just going to be, applying that and later blending it out with my finger. So as you can see here, alright, so I'm going to be setting my eyes now with a white shadow from the Morphe 35B palette. Any white shadow will work, but this one's super pigmented and lays a nice even base. I'm going to be taking some more shadows from the 35B palette by Morphe, and these are just some pink shades with a more dense kind of blending brush, and I'm just kind of putting this into my crease. I'm trying not to make it too harsh, but also not too blended out because dolls kind of have that crease eye look. I don't know if you've ever seen like a Barbie or a doll. Just trying to mimic that and then blending it out a little bit, but it's not supposed to be perfect, like perfectly blended or anything like that. Now I'm going to be pulling my eye down very gently with my beauty blender and using the same Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX and putting it in my waterline, under my waterline, and under my eye, just to open my eyes and make them look bigger and more doll-like because dolls have really big eyes, and this is just going to create that illusion. Now I'm going to be taking a smaller kind of dense packing brush type thing with the same colors in the upper crease, and I'm going to be creating my new lower lash line. So this is where you'd put that color underneath your lash line, but I'm making it lower, right underneath that white. I'm now going to be creating some bottom lashes because my bottom lashes are too high up for like the fake ones. I'm going to be creating new ones with this Wet n Wild eyeliner. For eyeliner, I'm just going to make a basic line on my upper lash line, and then I'm going to keep it thin, and then we're going to concentrate the thickness on the very middle of my eye. So this is another round big eye illusion. You want to keep the outer and inner sides of your eyeliner super thin and make the middle of your eye where the eyeliner is super thick. And I don't know how or why, but it makes it look bigger. I'm curling my eyelashes, and I'm going to add some mascara to them, only to the top eyelashes. I'm not adding them to the bottom because, again, we're trying to make that illusion of a bigger eye, and I faked my lower, eyeball. Now I'm going to be applying these dodo lashes, and I really like them. They're super doll-like, and I decided to add a little bit more blush because, I mean, dolls are very like blushy, I guess. So now I'm applying a soft matte lip cream by NYX, and this shade is really hard to pronounce for me. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but I believe it's Addis Ababa, I don't know, but I'll have the name of it in the description box below. And I'm applying this to my lips, and I'm leaving this part right here blank, so I look like I have more pouty lips. I don't know. Now I'm going to be creating the crack in my face, and you can pick any part of your face. I just decided to do my right cheek, and I'm using this NYX Ink It liner to create the irregular circle shape and filling it in with the Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX. And I'm redefining the outer edges of it with the black eyeliner, and then we're going to go into setting it. So I'm just using that same white powder I did on my eyes before, and now we can go ahead and add some dimension. So I'm using a black eyeshadow from the same palette and a smaller kind of blending brush, and I'm going around the perimeter of that like circle shape, and this is just going to add depth in like all the right places to make it look more realistic. Like there's an actual like crack in my face, and that part of my face is missing. So just keep blending that until it looks good. I kept adding more black, more more black, more white, and then I decided to move on to some more detailed cracks. So I'm just making little wispy lines. Think of like veins or lightning strikes. I made another like semi-thick crack right here, and just filling it in with that NYX eyeliner and adding some of the white. And here is where I failed, because this does not look good at all. This looks like an explosion on my face, which, I mean, I'm kind of going for a cracked out look. But anyway, this looks terrible, and so I decided to take part of it off and restart most of it, and that's okay. So always practice, because practice makes perfect. But I'm taking off the parts that I didn't like because I did not like a lot of it. I didn't take it all off, but most of it I did get rid of. So this is what I'm left with here, and I went back in to make some smaller smaller cracks. And I mean, I liked how it ended up, but sometimes you just gotta step back and look at your work and decide whether you like it or not. I made another crack on my forehead, and I'm making a weird like V shape circle thing and some weird wispy things coming off of it to further the crack, and I'm filling half of that in with the black, and I'm blending that out with the shadow, and I'm adding white and setting the white, and it's that easy. Just always practice. If you decide to do this for Halloween or for whatever, just practice and you'll be good to go. If you want to wear this on Halloween or any other occasion, like I said, you should set your face. I was going to take this right off after, so I didn't set it. I was just pretending to. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment other video suggestions for Halloween looks or any other makeup tutorials. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye!